Hi, my friends. It's Kate, and I'm here to draw my life. I was born in a town called Hefei in China, near Beijing. But I didn't have a family. I was orphaned, and I was in an orphanage with lots of other little kids who didn't have any families. When I was 11 months old, I was adopted by two people from Canada, my mom and my dad. My mom had really, really curly hair, and it used to be really, really long. Like, really long. Way longer than it is today. And my dad, well, his hair used to be darker, so I'll just put really black. So there I was. They came to China to get me. And I had a family. With my family, I grew and grew and grew and grew. And when I was 3.5 years old, there was a new baby. My mom and dad adopted again, and I got a little brother whose name is Ben. He came from Korea, South Korea. And he was really, really chubby. Like, really chubby. Way bigger than I was. And he was only 9 months old. We went to an elementary school on the South Shore and made lots of friends. Until one day, it was time for me to leave and say goodbye to my little brother because I was off to high school. When I got to high school, it was a lot bigger than I was used to. There were so many people. Some of them were way smaller than I was, and some of them had beards, which was really weird. A lot of my friends from grade school weren't there anymore. I only had one other friend, whose name was Nicole, who was in the same program as me. And she was really tall and had really, really curly hair. But the next year, she moved away to a French school. So I was kind of alone then. All my close friends from grade school were leaving. And that year, I lost my best friend, Brianne. She had to move outside of Quebec. Really, 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 really far away. I still talk to her, but it's not the same. I was feeling lonelier than ever. I didn't have that many people to talk to in my class except for the people I was working with on projects. But we didn't really hang. It was in secondary 3 that I met friends that I now have today. We were preparing to go on a trip to Stratford where we would see different plays. The girls I wanted to room with had already made a team of 4. And that didn't really leave any room for me. But then I saw at this table there were some girls sitting. One of them I knew because I used to work with her on projects. There was another one who was very, very tiny and skinny and had crazy curly hair like my mom. And there was another one who was the only other Asian IB who was really... Together, we and some other friends made a group of girls. And we were all very good friends, even to this day. We called ourselves Marcati, and each one of us had our own letter in the name. There was Marissa, who was kind of like Rapunzel. She had really long blonde hair. There was Amara, who was the quiet one, who was always distracted. Becky, who didn't really care all that much about anything except for loving animals and rights. There's me, of course. There's Amy, who's so much fun to work with on projects. Tiffany, with the crazy hair, who's always willing to warm me up when I'm freezing. And Iman, who is the bravest person I ever knew. Together we formed Marcati, and we've been best friends since then. Now that high school is coming to an end, I don't know really what's going to happen, but I know that I'll remember our time together.